Hi, it's Neil from Mighty Little Green Machine. Today's video, we're going to be adding the BXpanded bucket quick attach system for the 260B backhoe. This makes it so you can change a bucket with no tools, just by removing one pin and putting a pin in. And I'm going to show you how it all works as we put it on. And then I also ordered the BXpanded ripper tooth for doing stumps. So we'll do another video on how that works doing the stump. But for today, I want to get the system installed and see how it works. So let's get started. Okay, so the way that this works is you remove this pin and this pin. You take the bucket off, and then you put this piece in there where the bucket is now. Then there's a pin that stays in the piece all the time in whatever bucket is or whatever, and then there's a quick release one. And the way it works is if you look, the permanent one just drops in here, and then the quick attach one just slides in and out of here, and that's how you change your bucket. So it makes it quick and easy. I've been wanting this thing for a while. There's a couple other buckets I want to get for this. I am going to get a bigger bucket for doing finish work. And then probably a trenching bucket as well. So I ordered extra pins. It comes with 2 of these pins that are designed to stay on the attachment all the time. I ordered 2 extras, so I'll have enough to do 4 buckets total, because these stay in the buckets all the time. And then you take the quick change one when you want to change it out. So let me grab some tools and we'll start taking this apart. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is remove the 2 retaining bolts in these pins. Now, I found that the easiest way to do this, if you look, I'll get this cap out of the way, was to put the arm up in the air so I could get to them. Now, you can remove the bolts when it's like this because the pin's what's actually holding everything on. Once I get the bolts out, then what I'll go ahead and do is I'll put the bucket down on something and then pull the pins just so it doesn't fall or hurt me. So these are 14 millimeter. I'm going to need a wrench for most of it, just because of where it is. But let me get a wrench and have a socket, and we'll get started. So I think I can get this one. So this is spinning, and I'm not sure how to hold it. There it goes. So what I had to do was put the wrench in that way because it's no space. Now, that wouldn't be the case if I didn't have the mechanical thumb on there already. Now, that bolt's actually bent. I might work this thing a little too hard, maybe. This one seems to be a different size. Yeah, this one's a 15 millimeter. Okay, 15's working, but it's a little loose. I think it's possibly fractional or SAE, but since it's working, I'm just going to finish with it. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to start the machine and bring the bucket down sitting on the ground. I'll get that, and then I'll show you me pulling the pins out. Okay, so I have it just off the ground. I did bring a hammer and punches in case. So, it's just got enough pressure on it that I'm going to... We'll give it a little love from the backside and it'll be fine. I'm gonna grab a pair of gloves. This thing is greased up well. Okay. Now, okay. Now what I think we're going to do is lift up the arm and then see if the bucket will drop off it. See how that goes. Something going on here. Something to do with the phone. This looks like there's a bushing over here. I don't remember. Oh, there is too. Okay, so it turned out it was just stuck. So I'm just going to clean this up before we put the new stuff on. Okay, when you're installing this points in. You're going to put the shims back where you found them. But I need a pin. Ha! Okay, so and these are the same pins, and you're going to use the same bolts that you took out the factory ones. This shim was on the way. This side. Huh. Come on. Does not want to go in. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I got it halfway in. Just going to slide this through the shim. Get it into place. Okay, missed a little. Oh, I see why. Just going to use this to spin the hole so it lines up with the bolt. Get it lined up. So that's the wrong one. You're the one from up here. go. And that was a 14. Or was it the 15? This might have been the 15. That was the 15. Okay. Okay, now I might have done this wrong. Oh, I did. I did. This hole should have been on this pin. So, okay, well, little mistake. Not the end of the world. I mean, things like this happen. Okay. I needed that to go like that. Okay. Clean the debris off again. I'm gonna re-grease all of this when I'm done. But I want to keep as much debris out of there as I can. Okay, same thing. Gonna use let me just make sure before I do this again. Yeah. Yep, that's how it's gonna go. Okay. Much more better. Hey, that didn't work. I wanted it. Not gonna lie, I didn't think this was gonna be the hardest part of this. shim is fighting me. I guess that's what I get for putting it the wrong way the first time. Wonder, maybe the same size? Maybe we can cheat this a little. Just a little. Okay. This I need 16 hands for. Holy cow. Okay, I'm going to take a break for a minute, and I'll be back in a few. Okay, so I got this one in, the first one. And the way I figured out that was the easiest is I actually started the pin from this side. Got the shim just sitting on the pin, and then wiggled it up and got it slid in this way first. So that held it all in together and got it done. So now I'm going to go on to this second one again, which is just like trying to do an octopus because of all the pieces. But let's see what we can do. Just trying to think the best course of action for this, because I've got shims and pieces and... Oh, first I want to tighten this bolt before I forget. Yeah, that's good. Now, so what I ended up doing was taking a hammer, and I took the thumb off of its mounting thing, and I pounded it so it slid on to the BXpanded piece. So now I have it lined up. Now I'm going to take the only thing I haven't figured out yet is how I'm going to get the shims in, but I'm going to take the let's take it and start sliding it in and see how it works. Okay. Very unruly. I'm trying to think of how. I can set this so that it. I don't know if I can guide this down with the tractor or not. is, I'm not going to need the shims now. Now I just got to make sure that I can get the thumb back in. Might have to. I might have to pull this bolt out and put it back in. That's okay. So, only if you have the BXpanded thumb. 27 on the nut side, 28 on the bolt side. Okay, so you put one of these pins in each one of your attachments, that stays permanent. And that's gonna just, that almost hurt. That's gonna just hook up in here. Oh, I gotta open it up a little more. Never done it before. That's going to slide in. I'm going to fold this in so it's that's it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. We've now installed the BXpanded quick change system. This thing looks dangerous. In an upcoming video, I'll be taking a stump out with it. We'll show you how this works compared to the bucket. Maybe we'll do a couple of stumps, one with each, but just to see how much better it works. But obviously, very, very thin, very sharp, so it'll break the roots easier than our wider bucket. Kind of looking forward to trying it. I'm still going to order a trenching bucket. And then I want to get, like I said, I want to get a larger bucket. But anyway, that's for another video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. This was not a ton of money. I actually don't remember what it was. I'll put links to it in there so you can go check it out. But BXpanded, they make good products. You know I love their thumb. I'm sure I'm going to love this ripper. I definitely love that I can now change buckets pretty easily. Thanks for coming along and helping me. Like I said, I hope you learned something today. And we'll see you next time on Mighty Little Green Machine.